That had zero effect on me.
Don't do that.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome back to Punk Rock Blues 0 to 60 film
You
reviews.
shouldn't say that for the first time.
That rhymed.
You said back. Don't say welcome back.
Well, no, I said welcome back to Punk Rock Blues.
Oh shit, I ruined it.
No, that's okay. I'm Bat Tracy, your gracious host. I can't talk. And my lovely co-host.
Nathan Tracy. How's it going?
It's going good.
Good.
Were you asking me or them? Either
Yeah,
way,
yes.
It's going good.
Yes, it is.
If you don't answer good,
Turn this off. But then
give us a
turn it
thumbs up first.
But then turn it right back on because we want the views.
Also, right off the bat, if you enjoyed this series, maybe go check out our Patreon and check us a buck. It really helps us out.
What you said?
Yeah. I'm trying to push that up in front.
$2 if you really want.
Yeah, if you... I think it's... I don't remember what the setting is, but it's going to be $1. Pay $1, and you get your name in the credits.
Today's movie is...
Zero Effect.
Zero Effect.
Which is a 1998 American mystery comedy film. It was produced by Castle Rock Entertainment and distributed by Columbia Pictures.
Can the kids watch this one?
No, they cannot. This is rated R for language.
Put your kids to bed on this one.
It's written and directed by Jake Kasdan. This is his directorial debut. And Kasdan, he's the son of legendary writer/director Lawrence Kasdan, who has worked on such projects as Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Very cool. Directing and or...
He was the writer of Empire, and he also directed Empire.
Very cool.
Because someone else directed Return of the Jedi. I can't... The name's slipping my mind.
Sure.
And then he's gone on to... Jake Kasdan has gone on to direct Orange County, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, Bad Teacher, Sex Tape. Those are the two movies, I think, with Cameron Diaz.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen both of them. And then he directed both the two Jumanji reboots.
I've only seen Bad Teacher and the first Jumanji reboot.
I think this is... Besides this movie, I've seen everything this guy's directed.
Very cool.
Yeah. I didn't even know that. So it was cool. I was like, oh, wow. I've seen this guy's whole filmography.
Well, now you know.
Yeah. It had a budget of $5 million and it grossed $2 million.
Flop.
Yeah. Box office. Ba-bomb. Has an RT score of 64%, though, which indicates that reviews are mostly just average.
We'll be the judge.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one because it has a cast of Bill Pullman and Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Which...
Two great actors.
Yeah, that's really cool. And then I have one notable crew member for you before we continue on. It was produced by Lisa Henson, who is the daughter of Jim Henson from Jim Henson Productions.
Yes. Very cool.
He created the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
And also Jim Henson Productions did the Happy Time Murders, that movie with Melissa McCarthy in either 2018 or 19.
Huh.
It was awful.
He also did, was it Dark Crystal?
Yeah, I saw that for the first time.
What'd you think?
I hated it.
Yeah? I did not see the second one, which came out semi-recently.
Oh, yeah, that's a series, though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you like The Dark Crystal?
I remember as a child, it was one of my mother's favorite movies.
Okay.
So,
yeah, see...
I like the worm part.
One of the nice...
I'm getting mixed up with Labyrinth. You ever seen Labyrinth?
I have not. One of the nice things about doing this YouTube thing is I get recommended a lot of movies, and a lot of people were like, The Dark Crystal is one of my favorites, and I finally watched it. I even made a video on YouTube where I was like, as I was watching it, I did a little thing, and I was like, so I'm watching The Dark Crystal because people tell me to, and it's bad. I hate this. Do we have any thoughts going into it? I'm just excited. I didn't know this thing existed.
Yeah, I didn't know it existed either. I don't know all of their movies, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would have heard of it.
Bill Pullman, he's in Lake Placid. Independence Day. I always get him mixed up with Bill Paxton.
Yeah, he was the president in Independence Day.
Yeah.
And Ben Stiller, you know Ben Stiller.
Yeah. Do you want to see my Ben Stiller impression?
Yeah, let's see.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You want to see mine?
I just feel like every movie he's always like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
I mean,
whoa, whoa,
I wish I
whoa,
had a spoon.
whoa, 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 whoa.
And he licks his upper lip.
He always does. He does like this a lot.
Licks his upper lip. Yeah, he does that.
It's zero effect.
Zero effect.
Look at this guy. Oh, it's backwards when I was like, look at this guy.
He's so young.
Yeah. Is Ben Stiller behind me? He's not.
Yeah, he's down there.
Well, yeah, but I meant up there. He's not. I like the Castle Rock logo. Look at it. We're done. We're going to review it. And we're back from Zero Effect. We're done. We watched it. So many stars out of 5?
2.
Really?
Yes.
That was pretty bad.
Well, maybe. No, I'd say 3.
3? That's what I'm going. I'm going 3.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, there was some good parts.
Yeah.
Definitely parts I didn't like.
Yeah. So slow.
So slow.
My God. Do you want me to say the story?
Hold on. Is this the coronavirus?
Do you want me to say the story?
So what's the story?
Okay, so it's about Daryl Zero. He's a private investigator who never leaves his house and doesn't socialize with his clients, and his associate, Steve Arlo, who doesn't do much in this movie. It's Ben Stiller's character.
He travels back and forth a lot to read a phone book.
So there's basically, they get hired on a blackmail case, but it turns out, like, the guy's, I don't know even how to explain it without spoiling it. I mean, we're doing spoilers, so.
Right. But it's one of those movies that...
It's a crime noir.
It's not good enough to want to spoil because it's like, ready for this half-hour explanation? Like...
Yeah. It's a lot to explain, but basically it's like a guy, he raped a girl in the past and she's blackmailing him about it, and turns out, you know, maybe his past is coming back to haunt him in different ways.
Bill Pullman's character was very quirky. He had lots of quirks.
Seems like they were adding a new quirk in every scene.
Yeah, like in the very beginning when you see his apartment. This is one flaw I had. Ben Stiller walks up, and there's deadbolt, 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 deadbolt. He goes inside, lock, 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 lock. Under the handle, there's one where he doesn't lock it.
Yeah, so there's 6 locks, and he only does the 5.
Yeah.
This is in my notes that I took. He has a full fridge of Tab soda. Like, he opens the fridge and it's just filled with Tab soda. There's Tab soda going down one whole hallway of his apartment. Tab soda all over every shelf and all over every table.
And how you see it is Ben Stiller opens the fridge and grabs a Diet Coke. Yeah. I think that's quirky. And also, the scene with the locks is all the same segment.
Yeah, same scene.
And then the other note I wrote down is Bill Pullman, he's got so much food, he starts eating a can of tuna. And Ben Stiller tells him something that he doesn't really like. And I forgot what he yells.
He throws the tuna and screams, "Fucking maniacs."
Yeah, half can full of tuna with a plastic fork or something. And he goes, "Fucking maniac," right on the counter. And it just like spills tuna. It's awesome.
And then immediately after that, he's like, were they impressed? Yeah. Were they really impressed? Fucking flabbergasted.
Yeah, that was later. But right after he threw the tuna, he grabbed a big bag of pretzels. It was so
big ass bag of pretzels.
Fucking flabbergasted.
So I really liked the direction of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good movie for a directorial debut. He's got a lot of camera work in there, and the shots are really nicely done. And I like his character work and stuff.
Of the shots.
But then there's some weird transitions and cuts where it seems like we were just talking about. There's one shot where they're in a restaurant talking, and then they've already done the establishing shot of like people in the restaurant and everything.
It starts up with close up over shoulder of Ben Stiller on Bill Pullman.
And then randomly the camera goes under the table and then cuts to like across the restaurant, and all of a sudden it like zooms in on them again. Like it's a second establishing shot.
And
it's really very strange.
Slow, almost like a creature's creeping up on them. It's
like
a dun it type of shot.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
It's a weird shot.
I think overall, I like Bill Pullman's character.
Yeah.
He used a lot of different disguises, like a PI would. But I think...
Some of them were not very clever.
No.
The beard one was good. Also, the one where he was, like, dressed as the priest or whatever.
When?
He, like, had the...
The goatee, glasses, back. Yeah, I don't think he was a priest, but I think, that was just playing it cool.
Yeah, I liked that.
I do think there wasn't enough. You don't get to know the character. Like,
what's his backstory?
Yeah,
what's he
about? Backstory. There's
yeah.
no why is he this quirky? How does he know these things? It's just like this is how he is.
They also introduced the music thing,
which runs into the fun fact.
Yeah, it's a fun fact.
It's a good idea for the fun fact.
In 2002, Jake Kasdan attempted to reboot Daryl Zero for an NBC TV pilot, which he directed and co-wrote. Alan Cummings, he was recast as Daryl Zero with the intention of the series being a prequel to the film, but the pilot wasn't picked up.
Which, based on what I said, how you didn't really get to know the guy, I feel like a prequel could have been cool.
Something. I also, right when this movie started, I said to you, I could see this being like an HBO/Starz type series. It just have to be better.
It started out ridiculously slow. It got picked up a little bit, not much.
No, not much. No. I like the performances of Bill Pullman and Ben Stiller, but that's really it for this movie. Like the story wasn't very interesting.
What was Gloria's
actress? Kim Dickens.
Kim Dickens, at least in this movie,
bad actress.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Mm-hmm. Didn't like her facial expressions.
No. You want to see her excited? You want to see her mad?
Alan Cummings was Nightcrawler in X-Men 2.
I was just about to ask who is Alan Cummings. I don't know.
He was Nightcrawler in X-Men 2.
No eyes on that.
And so it kind of feels like a bummer to start with this one because we were excited about it and turned out to not be so great.
Yeah.
But this is the problem with 3-star movies is they're so average that it's like, well, they're not good enough that we can be like, oh, this part and this part, and they're not bad enough that we're like, oh, remember this fucking part?
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're just middle of the road. So we're like, well, it wasn't terrible, but I didn't really like it. So you know, it's like,
I think it deserved the flop that it got at the box office.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah. I don't. I've seen a lot worse. And to know what this guy's gone on to do, this isn't terrible. It's just not interesting. You definitely
tell it was his debut.
Yeah. It's just not interesting enough.
No.
Not bad. Just bland and not fun. But it's got some really funny lines. Like, there was definitely moments where we were laughing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But a lot of the times we were laughing at how ridiculous something was.
Yeah, or the dialogue. Yeah. Like, there was a part you mentioned to me where he was describing finding things and you can't find a thing if there's no thing in the world.
Something along the lines of, if you're looking for one thing, with all the things in the world, it's hard to find that one thing. But if you're looking for anything, with all the things in the world, you'll most likely find something. Something along those lines.
It was silly.
It was silly.
And then at the end, when he was like he was doing like the wrap up of explaining where all the characters went, and he's like, to the line, "Well, I never did go look."
Kim Dickens, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
When he's like, she's at the airport, and he's like, "There's a man behind you," and she looks and sees him, and just like freaks out when there was no need to freak out that hard, like at all.
Ben Stiller, I wish he would have got more play in this.
Yes.
It's weird. Because it's weird to think Ben Stiller wasn't really big at this point yet.
No, but
it's still 98.
It still was his, I think, 18th movie-ish.
Yeah.
It was his teens.
Yeah, he's been in a lot because he was in Heavyweight.
Yeah, so the fact that he's been in quite a few.
And I was going to say, this is 1998. In 1996, he directed The Cable Guy. With Matthew Broderick and Jim Carrey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like he was already directing movies at this point.
This is one of the most least supporting main star cast. Like, he was the second in line cast.
But he's just not...
He was not in it very much.
He was in it, but he didn't do anything. Right. Like, he had nothing to do.
I feel like there's more shots of...
Oh, there's definitely Bill Pullman's the star.
Bill and Kim, but it's just like... She was almost anywhere.
Bim and Kim.
Yeah,
but
Bim and Kim.
And then there was the subplot of...
Kill Bim.
Kill Bim. There was the subplot of like Steve Arlo and his girlfriend, and they were maybe having troubles, or she doesn't like Daryl or whatever. But it never felt resolved. Besides him just quitting the job at the end.
Yeah.
Like, did they get married? What's happening there?
They showed the marriage. They showed.
Oh yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It was funny. He asked. There was some initials they needed to find. KV.
This was funny.
And so he's like, get on that. And then he shows up to the hotel room later. And he's like, alright, so after reading these phone books, there's 1,800 KVs in this city. And
he's like, I got a whole list of them.
And like 100,000 or something worldwide, or in the US or something.
Yeah.
And dude's like, I figured it out. Cool, thanks.
It's this guy.
It's this guy. Well, first he enters the room because it turns out he's got drug problems. Like only.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that.
Only
He
when
does
he's off the cases. Though.
He does amphetamines.
Yeah.
And he can't sleep.
First he shows up and he's like been up for 3 days
3 days. But they never show him snorting anything. No, they never mention they don't really talk about it.
He gets there and he's definitely fucked up when he shows up because he's like, "What did I tell you about these curtains?" And he goes, "And these?" And he starts flipping the light switches. And then he goes, and Ben Stiller says something about like, you shouldn't snort all of that.
Yeah, that was the second bit because they mentioned it the first, but then the second bit where he's like, well, maybe you shouldn't be snorting all that shit. Yeah, it just felt weird.
Yeah, but then he always like falls and cripples to the floor because he's like on stuff, but like only at the hotel. Like he's always normal somewhere else.
The second thing that I wrote in my notes, Ben Stiller has a rental kid. This was a really funny scene where
it was an
Ben Stiller. It was very unnecessary because it didn't really do anything to move the plot forward. Right. Ben Stiller's just randomly in a park pushing a kid on a swing.
Well, it was part of a setup. So he called the blackmail.
Yeah. The blackmail guy.
The guy being
blackmailed. Yeah.
That's where he wanted him to meet him. So it shows him get out of his car and walk over to the park.
And he's like, "Oh, is this your kid?" And Ben Stiller goes, "No, it's a rental." And then the kid hops off the swing and goes, "Bye," and then runs away.
And the guy being blackmailed looked at him like, "Oh, you were serious?"
Because
like the whole when he says it's a rental, even I thought he was joking.
Yeah, he's like, "No, it's a rental."
He's like, "No, it's a rental."
No, he just had a kid. He's just pushing a random kid.
Oh yeah. Then he goes,
"Bye."
Then he goes, "What? Do you want to turn?"
Yeah. I did like that bit.
Yeah, it was funny.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else to say. I guess then besides that, we've done remember that bit.
Yeah, I mean all the other remember like if I try like remember
that bit.
Remember when you tried to do your taxes? Like,
yeah.
If you've seen this movie and you have a favorite part that we didn't say, comment it because I'll be surprised that you watched this movie.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it.
No.
Remember the part where he's gonna grab her butt, but then he grabbed her lower back instead?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a fun thing I remembered. He said he lost her virginity to Kim Dickens. Because he was like typing at the end, and he's like, she was my first, she was the first woman I ever, and he's like, just the first woman, period. Yeah. So it's like, oh, okay, he banged her, for the first time. Yeah. Alright.
Oh yeah, after she's like stripped down, she gets on the bed, and he's just sitting there, she goes, you gonna just stare at me, or you gonna join me?
Ugh. Oh, hey, Jake Kasdan, he also voiced the bank teller in this movie.
I don't remember being a bank teller.
If I would have remembered to read that ahead of time, we probably would have been on the lookout for it.
True.
But the fact that I'm just reading that now...
When was there a bank teller?
Oh! When he gets the safe deposit box. And the bank teller's like, nobody's accessed this for 20 years. That was Jake Kasdan. Okay. Bank teller voice.
Wow.
Alright. Well, I think that's all. 3 stars.
Do you want to go through the list?
What was the movie about? Was it believable, interesting, thought-provoking? It was believable, interesting, not really. Thought-provoking, no. Did the setting affect the story? Not really. They bounce between place and place.
Yeah, I like to
what was the central goal of the movie? It was a mystery. Was it made to entertain, educate, or bring awareness to an issue? It was made to entertain. That didn't really do that much, though. Was there any strong impression the movie made on you? No, not at all.
Nope.
Any symbolism come into play? Nah. Did you like how the characters were portrayed? 2 of them. Did the acting support the characters and help them come to life? 2 of them. Did the characters display complex personalities? Were they stereotypes? One of them had complex personalities. Yep. Steve Arlo, take it or leave it, he was kind of a stereotype.
He was, yeah.
Were there characters that embodied certain archetypes to enhance or diminish the film? Steve Arlo was an assistant.
Yeah.
Really, that was...
Yeah.
Do you want to go through everything? There's not much.
Scroll through. Some of the music was good. Some of it
was the pacing and speed of the movie too fast or too slow?
Too slow.
Way too slow. They needed a couple quick cuts or something, and a little more flavor to the dialogue. Spice it up a little bit. Cinematography. I liked the cinematography. I thought the shots were used in a unique way to tell the story. Did the coloring and lighting affect the tone? I think so. It was really dreary for a lot of it.
Yeah, but it was a 90s movie. So.
Yeah. Were the special effects believable? There was nothing.
0 special effects.
Were the effects overboard or too subtle? Probably too subtle.
Yeah.
Or just enough. We didn't notice them, so exactly. I mean that's probably good effects.
Yeah.
Was the editing clean or choppy? It was pretty clean, but there were some weird moments. Was the flow consistent? No. Mm-hmm. We even mentioned that while watching it, where we were like, oh, that was a weird transition. Well, I think that's all.
Yeah.
This has been 0 to 60.
Final question.
Yeah.
Watch again?
If I had to.
Highly doubtful.
If you know what, if I was with someone and I was like, do you want to watch a movie? And they were like, yeah, let's watch Zero Effect. It's my favorite movie in the world. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'd say who are you hanging out with?
Yeah, this was episode 0.
Episode 0. The unepisode.
Well, I think I mentioned this to you when we were talking about the episode 0. DC Comics they do 0 issues occasionally. Nice. You gotta get going, so we'll wrap this up real quick. I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust at BatTracy01.
I'm Nathan Tracy.
You don't have an Instagram, forgot about that. Or you don't want a public one. You can follow the channel as a collective on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Punk Rock Blues. And you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Chuck us a buck if you feel like it. Also forgot to say, give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video at any point, and subscribe if you haven't already.
Alright.
Yeah. Boy! You want to get a boy in there? Boy!
Bye.
Okay. Hey everybody!
Oh, hold on, restart.
Sorry.
Don't jump. I said there's no reason to hide.
Hi, Aoife. Remember that time I called you Aoife? That was a goof. Did you like that one Instagram I sent you where the license plate was a fat boy? Or fat guy or whatever?
It was a Snapchat. Yeah, that was funny.
Hi, dog. I'm Bat Tracy. You can follow me on Bat Tracy.
Don't speed through it.
Yeah,
like
we'll do it natural.
Yeah, just real slow. Remember, it's conversation. Alright.
The rural juror. The rural juror. You ever watched 30 Rock?
Yeah.
The rural juror.
Yeah.
What are you doing? The rural juror.
Many mumbling mice making love. Nope. Music at the moment.
Scotchity Scotch.
Scotch
song, yeah.
I Love Scotch. Scotch.
Ron, you're live.